Hey everyone, welcome back to Legends of Podcasting. I'm Stuart.
I'm Ross.
And I'm Rob.
And we're here to watch the new Morbius trailer, which has just dropped as well. So we're doing the Book of Boba Fett and the Morbius trailer, both dropped on our laps. Awesome stuff. So we had a look back on all our videos, working out when the hell this was actually the first trailer came out.
Yeah.
It was January 2020.
Nearly 2 years ago.
Nearly 2 years ago.
So you have to remind me, did this get pushed back because of COVID?
I'm assuming
so? With filming issues and things, or
I don't know. Maybe they just put it in the cinema. I mean, it'd be interesting to see if it gives a date at the end when it's coming out. But
Did No Way Home get delayed?
I think it did. Its original air date got because that's next year, isn't it?
It's only Christmas.
No,
it's
it's
only
Christmas.
It's only Christmas, yeah.
But
Was it meant to be the summer?
Early this year, wasn't it?
So maybe if this does tie into it and they had to delay it to match.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? I can't talk about Venom. There will be carnage because there's a thing at the end. You guys haven't seen it yet. There's a thing at the end of that which.
By the sounds of all the reviews and the way you talk about it, I don't think I want to see it.
Okay. Yeah. It's not a good film. I'll say that. I didn't think it was a very good film. That's me being kind.
Yeah, it's a shame because it should have been great. I've been waiting to Maximum Carnage is like one of my favourite comic books and computer games. So the fact that I was hoping they'd just copy that. It would be great, but obviously not. So so Morbius is, I mean, it's a bit of a random movie in itself, right? We've got Jared Leto, who everyone hates as the Joker, except for myself. I quite like him as the Joker. Going into a role for a Spider-Man bad guy, which isn't that popular. I mean, I know him from the 90s cartoon.
I was going to say, that's the only place I was ever introduced
to. But he's not in he's not in the Sinister Six. He's not in the top 10, I'd say, Spider-Man villains. There's a real random, pick for Sony to be like, oh, let's pick that guy over there.
From what I remember the first trailer, they've got a potential to, and maybe this is his character, I've got to say, I'm not too sure with his comics origin, to do a Mr. Freeze with him.
Yeah.
And have him be a tragics.
I'm sure he doesn't want to suck people's blood, but he just has to because otherwise he'll die, kind of thing.
Yeah. So he's trying to find a cure for cancer.
Yes, right? I think that was it, yeah. And he's somehow experimenting himself, or an accident happens, so he gets turned.
Because the other thing, like I said, when they tie it in with No Way Home, if it's true that they are going to the multiverse, is he going to be in it?
Well, this is the thing.
They're literally just setting up all these villains.
I'll try and not spoil it, but the if this is in, because this is produced by Sony Pictures alongside Venom, if this is in the same universe that Venom takes place in, something happens at the end of Venom and Carnage to tie it to the MCU.
Well, in the first trailer, you had Michael Keaton as the Vulture in it,
and
the Sam Raimi suit
photograph, which is what I was going to talk about. It's like, so hopefully get more on that. But I reckon if this is if it's tied in with Venom, or if it's a separate universe to Venom, they'll have the same end credits scene
similar
as Venom to help.
But where it had the Sam Raimi Tobey Maguire suit graffitied on the wall, would make me think that this is set in Tobey Maguire's universe from the early 2000s. But why is Michael Keaton in it?
Yeah, exactly.
Or is it because it's the multiverse? Everyone is still in the universe. They're just in different things.
Or maybe he's still the Vulture because you never had the Vulture in Tobey Maguire's universe. Maybe he's the Vulture in both universes.
Yeah.
Let's watch
it. Let's find out what fuck's going anything out from the trailer.
And just before we jump into this trailer, I just want to thank everyone who's been subscribed to the channel over the past week. We really do appreciate it. But if you're watching this right now and you're not a subscriber, I mean, dude, what the hell? Why not?
It's 1 button away.
One button away from greatness. Down there, you become one of the legends. So please, all seriousness, please click on that subscribe button. Tell your friends about us. The only way we can make this channel grow is with your support. So we need you to subscribe. And if you want to support us, you can also follow us on Patreon as well, where our full reactions to all the shows we react to are on there as well. So please sign up to that. So let's jump into the trailer. A new Marvel Legend. Okay. Oh god, that looks good. He looks pretty good, I have to say, as Morbius.
Yeah, he's really ill, isn't he?
You need a doctor? I am a doctor.
I say, I am a doctor. You know what?
I should have died years ago.
Like a neuron disease or something.
People all over the world have my disease. From here, to find a cure, we have to push the boundaries, take the risks.
Yes, it's like this is total science.
Now.
Oh yeah, they all come flying through, don't they? I mean, his intentions are good.
No. There goes our copyright claim.
Morbius, you've been missing for 2 months. Then you were found on a container ship that washed up off Long Island.
Everyone dead.
Upside down.
That's very Dracula.
Yeah,
there is.
Oh
shit!
That blood dropping reminds me of Willem Dafoe.
Oh shit! It's Terrence. Terrence?
Oh yeah, from Transformers.
Yeah. Venom 2?
I went from dying to being more alive than ever. It worked. Not exactly.
Oh, it's sonar.
Increased strength and speed. Some form of bat radar.
Not bad.
What else can I do?
Holy shit. Visual effects look really good.
Yeah.
Well, his ears actually turn bat-like.
We can fly as well. Huh. That train's sponsored by the Avengers. Oscorp.
There's something
Yeah.
inside of me.
So that's cool then.
Well, that would be more.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
That is straight out of the comics.
Yeah.
January. Okay.
You control it.
So it's just after Spider-Man.
Commissioner Gordon.
The city wants to kill you.
Is that Dave Eagle thing?
Definitely Commissioner Gordon.
Anything this good since that thing in San Francisco?
Other half
Matt
wants
Smith.
to
It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Maybe I should stay in touch.
I'd do anything to save a life. But I don't know what I'm capable of.
Oh shit.
I'm kind of getting Nightcrawler vibes.
Yeah.
Are you here to heal the world? Or to destroy it?
Benji pisses me off.
Jesus. He brought backup.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was awesome.
That's some good looking special CGI in it.
Where are you, man?
I am Venom. I'm just kidding. It's Dr. Michael Morbius at your service.
You said I am Venom.
Yeah.
If he said I'm Venom, that must be in the same universe, surely.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Which would then lead credence to how they're going to get that to the MCU, so that's fine. So
That looks. I mean, like the effects and stuff actually look amazing. I mean, I'd probably just go to the film just to see all these special effects.
I always love it in origin films where the person gets the power and then they test it for the first time.
Yeah.
And like looks like him flying through the subway kind
Maybe
of
just
thing.
lifting up the coffin. And
Yeah.
stuff. He's like, what else can I do?
Yeah, and then he's like on the sonar in that lab.
Yeah.
Oh, it just looks awesome. I always like that kind of thing in the films and how they do it because they always mix it up and change it to the way you think about it.
So one of the things that's been speculated a lot in this is, are they going to use this as a springboard to introduce Blade into the MCU?
I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
Because obviously,
Isn't there a Blade movie coming out, right?
yeah, but that's what they're going to debut him in. Like, would the end credits scene of Morbius be?
Blade.
I've heard of a new vampire.
That'd be
Like,
cool
shing.
if Blade after
Yeah.
Morbius will fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But would he kill him at the end? That's the
Because
thing.
and again, like the only thing I know from is 90s cartoon, and they work together.
Yeah.
With Felicia, don't they, to go and kill vampires?
Yeah. That'd be quite cool. Yeah, it's kind of like he hunts him the whole film, then finds out that it was like an accident that he was trying to do to heal people.
Yeah.
And then they find out that their goals are kind of
Well, especially
cross over. And then they,
Same blood serum, maybe.
because the first trailer, I seem to recall there was a lot of him biting people and like being evil. But then the way they narrated that trailer makes it sound like he's going down the.
Yeah,
he's
like,
only
is he
killing
going to be a
people that he has
legend
to-
or a villain, right?
Yeah.
Don't they?
It's like
go to that Oscorp building
Oh, yeah.
thing.
it's not the same one from Garfield's universe, is it?
No.
Oh, is it there?
It's after the
No, keep going.
subway train.
Oh, it's after this bit. Definitely Avengers.
Yeah.
That looks like Amazing Spider-Man.
No, Amazing Spider-Man. I swear it had like a. It was like almost two towers with a bridge in the middle.
He flies through it, doesn't
Yeah.
No, that's far. That's No Way Home. Far From Home.
Is it?
Yeah, that's Tom Holland. He does that. He does it right at the end. I swear it's Oscorp.
Because the Oscorp Tower is really, really tall in the first one. Is it Oscorp Tower? Yeah, it's Oscorp Tower at the beginning, isn't it? With the lizard on the top.
Yeah.
And it's really, really tall, and then it angles up.
Oh yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not that one. Yeah, at least honeycomb effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But it had the Raimi suit, so it's got to be the Raimi universe.
you reckon it is?
And Venom must be in the same universe.
Because that would put Venom in the Venom universe, especially if he said I'm Venom rah, at the end, which
Yeah, which makes sense that he knows of him.
yeah. This is obviously New York, right?
Yes.
Venom's set in San Francisco.
San Francisco, yeah.
Is he in New York in the second one?
They say about something in San Francisco in this, don't they? Like that thing in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Must be Venom they're talking about.
Talking about Venom.
Yeah, and then that leads into the Venom absolute total carnage.
And it's weird how this comes
scene,
out
which leads into
a month after the Spider-Man movie.
yes,
yeah. So that's
it has to link into it
because
we haven't seen the trailer for Spider-Man, or have you? You saw it.
I went to go and see Venom and Carnage,
and they showed it.
Did they really?
They showed the fucking trailer.
Oh mate!
But there's apart from the end of the Venom, the Spider-Man trailer, which you've seen,
a shot of,
which I originally was spoiled of as well. There really isn't a lot else in there.
Okay.
Spoilerific in terms of the plot. It just explains. Doctor Strange was in it, obviously.
No, I didn't know.
You know.
No.
Spoilers.
So I haven't seen anything of it.
All right.
I've been because Spider-Man's my favourite.
Yeah.
Everyone know I don't want to.
Fair, I won't say.
I want to go into the cinema fresh.
Yeah. The trailer. In that case, you don't want to watch the trailer because it does explain the story of what's going on.
They always do though.
Yeah.
I remember when Homecoming came out. It's like, this is the story of it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
But
It's like, fuck no.
Without saying anything more than in my head, I can see how they're like you say. You've got what they're doing with No Way Home. What they've done at the end of Venom, what they're going to do with this film, I can kind of see how they're going to try and tie it all together.
December 17th, Spider-Man's out.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's not long off.
So literally a month after.
Yeah.
Does look good though.
It's very nice. I'm intrigued
It
to
makes
watch it.
me intrigued though that we've had in terms of the MCU's multiverse, we've had what's going on in Loki. You had all the stuff with Scarlet Witch in WandaVision, but they seem to be relying on Spider-Man of all things.
It'll be interesting. Interesting to see if
Venom
the Doctor Strange movie as well. Like, 'cause that's the multitude of the multiverse of madness.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring the multiverse into it as well. So it'll be interesting to see how far they go with Spider-Man.
I reckon that's going to take this. The Doctor Strange film will take place straight after No Way Home.
Maybe because the multiverse opens up in Spider-Man, and
Just
then
remind me when
Doctor Strange then is like, right, we need to solve this because we can't keep this have this happening.
the director said that the scene in Loki when the sacred timeline becomes the multiverse again takes place at the same time Scarlet Witch is becoming the Scarlet Witch in WandaVision.
Well, there's someone's done a side by side thing on YouTube.
Yeah,
literally the moment she becomes Scarlet Witch in the sky
is when the tree branches.
Is when he goes past the threshold and know what's going to happen now.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's coincident. I'm assuming not, but it might be coincidence.
That's only a week after the end of Endgame, isn't it? Or maybe it's a month because no, she steals Vision's body a week after the end of Endgame.
Yeah,
and then I don't know how long they were in.
I think like a
month
or something. Not long.
It's a little while.
But then
not years.
The second Spider-Man film takes place 6 months after Endgame. So
technically after WandaVision.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure the timeline out for when the multiverse. But yeah, it's a multiverse. It could be anything that fucks around the timeline.
Yeah, very true. So yeah, the Multiverse of Madness is out 25th of March.
Okay,
so 2 months after.
Is there anything in between those two films?
I don't think so.
The Batman.
Well, it's an important movie.
Which ties into this, obviously, with the way that Morbius is like, I brought back up.
Yeah. No, because it's Eternals, isn't it? Then Spider-Man.
Yes.
Then it'll be this. Then it'll be. Multiverse.
Yeah, I'm quite sad.
Oh, we got Hawkeye.
Oh, that's TV show. I'm quite sad. Eternals are getting like loads of bad press.
Yeah. I was looking forward to that one.
Go and see it and see what it's like, but.
To be fair, all the times that there's been like shit reviews, and I go and see a film, I actually enjoy it because they've got no expectations. So when I go into a shit film, everyone's like, "It's the best film ever." And I go in, I'm like,
"Well, that's the weird thing is that I never trust Rotten Tomatoes anyway." But from what I've seen, it's critics and audience both giving it bad reviews, which is usually indicative of a bad film.
Yeah, normally you look at it and the audience is like 91%, and the critics is 40%, and you're like, "Well, what's going on here?"
Usually that's the sign of a good movie.
Yeah,
exactly. Rotten Tomatoes critics are awful.
Yeah, exactly. Paid to talk shit. Anyway, don't unsubscribe.
Because we're paid to talk shit.
Yeah. So,
we're kind of
He's got 2 thumbs and doesn't give a damn.
We're just 3 comic book fans with an opinion on the internet.
Yeah.
Listen to us.
Yeah. Everyone has to agree with. No, I'm joking. Cool. No, yeah, looks good. I mean, I will definitely go and see this one. Looks really good.
Yeah, I'm really curious now, having been spoiled with the Spider-Man trailer, how they're going to tie all this together.
If they are, maybe it's all separate and it really disappoint everyone.
And I'm calling it now. If Blade shows up in a cameo in this, it'll be like that's where the Blade movie is going to come from.
That'd be wicked.
I can see the post-credit scene being Blade.
Yeah,
like getting his sword,
in
his back.
It's like we've heard of a new vampire in New York, and he's just
that'd be amazing.
Yeah. So guys, that was the new Morbius trailer. Love to know your thoughts on what you think is going to happen in the movie, and how do you think it's going to tie into this new Spider-Man film, or even just the MCU. I'd love to know your thoughts and theories on that. If you where am I going with this?
If you like this video,
thank you. If you're watching this right now, you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. The only way you can make this channel grow is with your help. So you need to click on that subscribe button, send it to your friends, and if you want to, you can also support us on Patreon, where all our full reactions are for all the shows that we react to. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Link to the description below. And we also do a podcast. Anyway, you listen to podcasts, type in Legends Podcasting, find all our podcasts, listen to them, and we'll see you very soon for another trailer and reaction.